Hey guys, what's going on? Coming at you with a Thursday morning video. I post daily at 9 a.m. every day. So if this is something you guys like, please make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. I'm trying to get to 600 subs by the end of this month. So just hitting that button really helps me out. I think we can do it. I think I'm only like 30 away. So much appreciated for everyone that's done it. So today I want to talk about a stock I don't really talk about much, Palantir Technologies. So ticker is PLTR. So this is a stock that I started adding maybe 4 months ago, 5 months ago. I've only started one. Yeah, I did my initial buy and it hasn't gone under my initial cost base. So I haven't really talked about it much because I did a buy and I haven't really focused on it much just because the market's been so hot and, really in August, the back end of August, it really blew up. So, and it had, a nice come up all in August, this stock in general. So I haven't really talked about it much because I haven't really been buying it. It's, I own 17 stocks. This is probably my third or fourth smallest position. So yesterday it had a 4.53% pullback. So the cost base right now, or the share price is sitting at $25.47. My cost base in this stock is $21.53. I was actually, kicking myself because when I did all my research, I just didn't fully do everything I wanted to do to really commit to the stock at the time. But I had a trigger to buy it at $17.50 and it hit. And I wound up buying the stock 2-3 weeks later at this price. So I'm a little upset I didn't buy the $17.50. However, I didn't feel comfortable at that point because I wanted to do a little more research. It's kind of a very complicating long-term company to, it's very complicating to really break down and digest. When you listen to the conference calls of the CEO, it's such, he's not very good at describing basically what his vision is and breaking it down to a person that doesn't understand this company at a high level. So basically it's like a software company and, the government uses it. And I think they're going to start slowly dwindling down. It's software and AI. So the government uses it now, but I think in time it will go to, very large companies and then break its way down to small, medium and small eventually. I'm talking years away. But basically this is what you want to do. I mean, if you believe in a company and you believe this is the future, you kind of want to get into it early, let it sit as a long-term investor. That's kind of why I do it. So you're at 21.53. Well, that's my cost base right now. It's sitting at 25.43, so I'm up pretty decent. I do think, it might pull back under $20, maybe, depending on what the market does as a whole, not this company. The fundamentals of the company, I think I understand at this point, and I don't really think it's going to go, it's not going to really crash unless they do something silly and lose a bunch of contracts. So I think the reason, you just have to be very careful and mindful. I didn't make videos last time this year, but in September last year, I remember it was the roughest month of last year for sure. I remember being red for 3.5 weeks, all of September. And it was as a semi-newer investor, I've been in the market for about 2.5 years. I know last year was the most, in September was the month where it was red the whole time. I'm like, oh my God, am I doing the right thing? Or what's going to happen? So I kind of kept that in the back of my mind in August. So if you've watched my previous videos, I haven't bought a stock, nothing the past 3-4 weeks because the market was running. And I knew in the back of my mind, September is the lowest return month dating back to 1940. So it doesn't mean it's always going to be the slowest or a red month, but I just kept that in the back of my mind because it's been so hot and things need to cool off. And I think people take profits for the year in September and stuff like that and close their books out for, the year basically. So, I kept that in mind. So that's why I've been really wary with buying stocks recently. If you haven't watched my previous videos, whenever I buy a stock, I let you know the percentage of my position I added and, basically, what I bought at. So it kind of just gives you a gauge on, what I'm doing with my portfolio. Long term, this is, I'm a long-term investor, just like what I said, and long term I think will be just fine. So it's really something I'm not worried about. But right now it's at $25. So some things that I haven't really, I just kind of caught up to speed in what's going on in the world. It's been a very busy weekend. I haven't had time to really break everything down, but I kind of knew all this was coming. El Salvador is the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. So this is a really big deal in the crypto world, in the Bitcoin world. you know, it rallied up to 52,000, I believe, briefly, and then it kind of went back down to the high 40s. That's kind of expected. I mean, I don't really play crypto. I should get more involved in it, but I currently am not. But that doesn't surprise me, because usually with the hype of this happening, you know, a lot of people get in, and day traders and swing traders will just dump it when it officially happens, which is kind of what happened. But I do think this is really good. It's kind of an experiment. Obviously, Bitcoin is still relatively very volatile for, you know, a currency. So it could go really good or really bad for this country. I really think it's going to do more good than not, because they didn't even really have a currency, and most people, the average citizen there doesn't even have a bank account. So this kind of gives them an opportunity to have a legal, you know, a legal currency that they can use for really anything, like haircuts or houses or taxes or to pay people. So it's good. I really do like that. And I think the long term, it's going to help out the crypto community. So obviously I just said it had a pullback. That's why. I think now that the hype is gone and it officially happened, people take their profits. I think you're really doing it for the long reason if you do that. You know, also cases of what's going on right now in the US, it plateaued over the weekend, so that's good. You know, it means maybe we've hit the peak, and then we'll start going down. So that will, you know, if it trends, you know, if you get the 7-day moving averages going downwards all month, obviously that's going to make the market very excited. Things might go back more to normal, and then that's going to make the market go up. So that's one positive thing. Now, just like what I said in the beginning of this video, cash. So I haven't bought a stock in 3 weeks. I am about 25% right now. So I would like to get to 30% in my portfolio, but I'm at 25% right now. So I'm going in the right direction. Obviously, you know, I want to see a bunch of red days to get myself in a position where I want to buy. I have a couple stocks on my watch list. If I buy something, I'll make a video and let you guys know. So that's kind of, you know, what I got on this stock. It's really exciting. It's a good long-term investment. This is one of my few software companies that I'm in. I just really like staying diversified. I like a couple, you know, really like having my hands in everything in case one industry gets hurt or one industry blows up. You really want to just be in everything. So, but like I said, this is a smaller position of mine. I do want to make it bigger. However, me personally, I want to get it. I would love to buy it in like the $17, $18 range, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with the market. It's all, you know, we got to make sure it makes sense when we pull the trigger. So real quick, let me see how much time I got left on this. Okay, yeah, I got time. So I usually do like where I love it, where I'd still buy it, and then where I'd probably hold it. So man, I would love it in like the $15 to $18 range. I would still hold it like 20 to 25. And then I'd probably, for now, unless there's big news on it, I'd probably hold it at 30. I wouldn't go above that. So starting a position right now, if you're really antsy into getting into something, or you wanted to deploy some money, it's not a bad time, but just being the fact it's September and it's the first week, I'd be very weary and just kind of tread with caution, because I think the market might pull back a little bit after how hot it was in August. So that's my opinion. I mean, I probably wouldn't buy right now if I were looking to enter in this position just based on the month and where we're going. But yeah, so that's really all I got. Till tomorrow, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. Peace.